This here is my potato bed. These ones over here are red potatoes, and these ones here are white potatoes. Under this screen, I have carrots. You can just see right there is a carrot. There's a row of orange carrots. And then in this row, I have turnip, but it needs weeded. And that's a whole row of turnip. And then this next row, I have beets. I had to replant some. Parsley. And right there, you see that guy? That's a free tomato from last year. It planted itself. Parsley's just on this side of that. And the row beside those beets that I just showed you is more beets. And I planted some sunflowers at the end of that row. And then back here, I had originally planted leeks. They were old seeds. I didn't see anything come up. So now I have put yellow onion seeds. And this row right beside it is another row of carrots. Hard to see through the screen, but these are color carrots. And I have planted more carrots. And I'll have to go back and look at my pictures, but beside it here is something else. I'm not 100%. I can't remember. And then over here in this row, on both sides of the fence, I have beans. And some have come up. They were bean seeds I saved. And some didn't. So I will plant some more beans also. And this here might look like a weed to some of you. Some of you may remember that I winter harvest. Well, this is the transformation of what happens to beets that survive the winter, which means this year I will be getting seeds from my beets. What a transformation, right? Does not look like beets, looks like a weed, but it is beets, I assure you. And then beside the bean fence here, I did my tomatoes. I have 3 tomato plants there. And then in my perennial onion bed, multiplier onions, homesteader onions, I also did a tomato plant each between them. And these onions will soon be producing their little seeds. Or maybe they're not necessarily seeds, they're more like little bulbs. You'll see. I will share that with you as we go. See that twist? Different color right there. You'll see. And then in this front bed, I've done all my California Wonder peppers in this one, which I usually do celery, not this year though. And then I have pickling cucumbers, so they're just little cukes. And I seeded the longer cucumbers up in the front of the bed.